What's up, everyone? Justin Graver and Justin Melo here from the Music City Audible podcast, back with another exclusive YouTube breakdown. And today we're breaking down Offensive Player of the Year candidates. So if you have an Offensive Player of the Year pick, let us know in the comments below who's winning Offensive Player of the Year this year. Justin Jefferson won it last year. Cooper Kupp won it the year before that. Derrick Henry won it the year before that. So not a lot of quarterbacks winning this award. The last quarterback to win this award was Patrick Mahomes in 2018, the same year he won MVP. A lot of times they give Offensive Player of the Year sort of as an MVP runner-up style award because MVP is almost always going to a quarterback. Offensive Player of the Year basically goes to the best skill position player, a guy who broke a record that year, Michael Thomas, a guy who rushed for 2,000 yards, Derrick Henry, a guy who triple crowned in receiving, Cooper Kupp. Those are the types of players that win this award. So let's run through the odds really quick. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are currently the favorites at plus 1,200 according to BetMGM. Christian McCaffrey right behind them with plus 1,400. Tyreek Hill plus 1,800. Cooper Kupp plus 2,000. And then your first quarterback is Lamar Jackson, also at plus 2,000. Justin, who is your pick for Offensive Player of the Year?
Well, now I feel kind of boring because I did not think he was going to have the best odds, but I am going with Jamar Chase, who would be a first-time winner. You look at what he did as a rookie. He won Offensive Rookie of the Year. He was outstanding. As a sophomore, he battled some injuries in year two. He kind of hit that sophomore slump for a couple of weeks. It hurt his numbers. Barely surpassed 1,000 receiving yards last year. I'm projecting a big step forward for Jamar Chase in year three. I think he'll be better than he's ever been. I'm talking career-high numbers, receptions, receiving yards, all of that. I think he's capable of hitting 17, 18, heck, maybe even 1,900 receiving yards. He's going to be the focal point of that Bengals passing offense. They're going to flirt with scoring 30 points a game once again. They're going to be high octane, high volume passing attack with Joe Burrow. I love this offense. I love this team. They're perennial Super Bowl contenders, especially right now, while they've been able to keep this supporting cast together. I love what Jamar Chase is going to do this year. He's my Offensive Player of the Year.
I think that's a good pick. I like Chase. There's nothing wrong with going with the favorite. He's a favorite for a reason. I think we're going to have a little bit of voter fatigue with Justin Jefferson. So him being tied with Chase as the top spot, I think Chase is a better pick if you're going with the favorite. I'm not going with the favorite. I'm going with Christian McCaffrey. He's plus 1,300. He's right behind those guys. I'm a little worried he won't get enough touches. I'm a little worried about him staying healthy. But if everything goes right at plus 1,300, that's a good value for a guy that if he does stay healthy, if he does get the touches, he's going to be dynamite on the field. He was broken into the San Francisco offense midway through the season last year. And yes, there were other running backs involved, but Kyle Shanahan's going to rotate his backs, but he's also going to get the ball to his best players. So Christian McCaffrey, a threat as a runner, a threat as a receiver, and definitely a threat to win Offensive Player of the Year. A sleeper pick I'm going with here is Garrett Wilson. Now, if you watched our last video, we picked the MVP. My sleeper pick for MVP was Aaron Rodgers. Well, if that scenario plays out, there's a good chance that Garrett Wilson is going to be amongst the league leaders in receiving yards. He's plus 2,500 to win this award. We could see a similar jump that we saw with Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson should have won Offensive Rookie of the Year. He lost it because Justin Herbert broke the rookie passing touchdown. He was that close. Garrett Wilson actually won Offensive Rookie of the Year. He had a great season last year. He's got a huge upgrade coming in quarterback if Aaron Rodgers plays like the Aaron Rodgers we're expecting him to. At plus 2,500, those are great odds for a guy that is going to be one of the top 5 receivers in the league, if not this year, very soon. I think if you project that breakout to be this season, he is a very strong candidate to win this award. And I got one more for you. A guy I didn't like at all as MVP because I just don't think the Bears are good enough. Well, when it comes to Offensive Player of the Year, the voters don't care as much about your record. If Justin Fields breaks records with his legs, if he puts up record numbers for a quarterback rushing yardage this season, if he gets even a little bit better with the weapons the Bears added around him, there could be a situation where Justin Fields is up for Offensive Player of the Year, even if he's not getting MVP votes. With the new voting system where the voters don't just pick one guy, they rank the guys that they're voting for. I think there's a situation where Fields could end up with a lot more votes for Offensive Player of the Year. I don't like him as an MVP candidate, but as a long shot to win Offensive Player of the Year plus 2,000 odds, pretty good value to me.
I mean, I think that's a great point with Justin Fields because I in our last video, I didn't like him for MVP either. I don't understand this trend where a lot of people are seeing the odds at plus 2,000. They're like, I get it. It looks like good value. He had a big year last year, nearly broke Lamar Jackson's rushing record. I understand the value aspect of it, but it makes way more sense to me from an Offensive Player of the Year perspective. Because as you said, I don't think the Chicago Bears are going to be very good. Certainly not good enough to get him into the MVP conversation. That stuff typically goes out the window. That narrative doesn't matter as much, right? When you're dealing with Offensive Player of the Year. Again, I like when this award is given to non-quarterbacks in all honesty, but if it is given to someone like Justin Fields, where maybe the Bears Bears don't have a very good year, but he puts up terrific individual numbers, I won't take issue with that, right? If they identify him as an offensive player of the year candidate, maybe he carries the Bears to 6 wins when they really look like a 3 or 4 win football team. So I do think there's good value to be had in Justin Fields, just not for MVP. I do like him as a potential offensive player of the year candidate.
Nice. Well, thank you. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Music City Audible Podcast. We'll be dropping more of these videos over the coming weeks, picking offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, defensive player of the year, coach of the year, comeback player of the year. We got it all coming soon. So subscribe to this channel and let us know in the comments below, who's your pick for offensive player of the year. We'll be back soon with another video. Until then, y'all stay safe out there and tighten up.